this video, I am going to tackle about gymnastics and games. Under gymnastics, we have stunts and tumbling, use of gymnastic apparatus, and movement themes in education. So under games, we have the meaning of game forms, including invasion games, cooperative games, and competitive games. And after which, we have the analysis of skills and strategies of particular games. So first thing that I have to do is to tackle first the meaning of gymnastic. So gymnastic is an exercise requiring balance, flexibility, agility, and as well as coordination. So the movements involved in gymnastics helps develop the arms, legs, shoulders, back, chest, and abdominal muscle groups. So for the second one is the stunts. So stunts are activities in forms of play that test oneself on flexibility, agility, balance, coordination, strength, and endurance. So stunts can also be activities that serves as conditioning exercises and can also be introductions to some gymnastic skills and tumbling skills. And as we all know, there are three types of stunts: the individual stunts, the dual stunts, and the group stunts. For individual stunts, it is played by only one person. For dual stunts, it is played by two persons. And for the group stunts, it is being played by three or more group of people. So next in line would be tumbling. And I know for the fact that most of you know what is really tumbling, because this is not new to us. And based on my understanding about tumbling, it is a form of a gymnastic performed without props or equipment. And this is also referred to as floor gymnastics, because it is played or performed by the ground or the floor. The common moves performed in tumbling includes flips, somersaults, tucks, handstands, and handsprings. So we dive into the next topic, which is the use of gymnastic apparatus. So first thing that we have to unlock is the word gymnastic apparatus. So gymnastic apparatus, these are sports equipment used in gymnastic exercises. Second is gymnastic exercise. So this is a sport that involves intended to display strength and balance and as well as agility. So moving on the movement themes in education, it has been said that skill themes are fundamental movement skills that form the foundation for success in sports, dance, gymnastics, and other physical activities later in life. They include the categories of locomotors such as skipping and hopping, manipulative such as throwing and kicking, and non-manipulative such as bending and twisting. So moving forward to the next topic, which is the games. So a game is a structured form of play, usually undertaken for entertainment or fun, and sometimes used as an educational tool. Games are distinct from work, which is usually carried out for remuneration, and from art, which is more often an expression of aesthetic and ideological elements. So for the first type of game, which is invasion game. So an invasion game is a term used for any game where the aim is to attack an opponent's territory and score a goal or point, usually consisting of teams of equal players. These fast-paced games focus on teamwork, keeping possession, scoring, and defending. So there are many examples of this type of game, such as the rugby, basketball, volleyball, and handball. So this game means that it requires teamwork and coordination of the team in order to gain scores or win the game. So for the next type of game is the cooperative game. This means that this game are a form of play or sport which players work with one another in order to achieve a common objective. The goal of a cooperative game is to reduce emphasis on competition and increase emphasis on social aspects of play or sport. So one good example of this is team building activities. So in this type of game, it requires proper communication with the team in order to achieve the goal or an objective. So for the last type of game, which is the competitive game, so this means that competitive games are those in which players play against one another and where one player winning means another player lost. Two-player games are often competitive with a distinct of win or lose outcome. Two-team games often have the same pattern where one team winning means one team loses. It may also be possible for the outcome to be a draw where neither team wins or loses. So there are three examples that I included here in the competitive games, and one of that is the chess, the football, and the badminton. So that ends my discussion about the meaning of the game and its three types and examples. So next, we have to move forward on the analysis of skills and rules. So the analysis of skills refers to the ability to collect, analyze information, problem solve, and make decisions. For the rules of the game, it is a general standard or guidelines or governing principles of how something or how play is being done and how one should behave in a given situation or endeavor, especially those that are informal or unspoken. For the second to the last topic that I have is the strategies of a particular game. So in a game theory, a player's strategy is any of the opinions which he or she chooses in a setting where the outcome depends not only on their actions but on the actions of others. A player's strategy will determine the action of which the player will take at any stage of the game. So there are four types of strategies. First one is the pure and mixed strategies. Second is the dominant and dominated strategies. And for the third one is Maximian strategy. And for the last one is the Minimax strategy. So for the first one, in a pure strategy, players adopt a strategy that provides the best payoffs. In other words, a pure strategy is one that provides maximum profit of the best outcome to players. So for the second one is the dominant and dominated strategy. That means a dominant strategy is the one that is best for an organization or player and is not influenced by the strategies of other players or organization. For the third one, the maximum strategy, as we all know, the main aim of every organization is to earn maximum profit. However, in the highly competitive market such as oligopoly, organizations strive to reduce the risk factor. This is done by adopting the strategy that increases the probability of minimum outcome. Such a strategy is termed as maximum strategy. So for the last type of strategies in every game is the Minimax strategy. Minimax strategy is one in which the main objective of a player is to minimize the lose and maximize the profit. It is a type of mixed strategy. Therefore, a player can adopt multiple strategies. It can be applied to complex as well as simple decision-making process. So that ends my whole discussion of SPE63.